Today we continue Four Noble Truths. First, we need to recite the Pali. Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Patipada Ariya Sija. Number 4, the Noble Truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. Can you follow me? Idam Gopana Bhikkhave Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Patipada Ariya Sija Yamewa Ariya Atingi Gomego Seyatidam Samadeti Sama Singapore Sama Waja Sama Gamando Sama Ajiwa Sama Wayamo Sama Sadi Sama Samadhi. Okay. Idam Gopana Bhikkhave Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Patipada Ariya Sijam Yamewa Ariya Atingi Gomego Seyatidam Samadeti Sama Singapore Sama Waja Sama Gamando Sama Jiwa Sama Wayamo Sama Sati Sama Samadhi. Translation, follow me. Now these bhikkhus is the noble truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. It is this noble eightfold path, that is, right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. So continue the samadhi. Can you follow me? Kadamaja Bhikkhave Samadhi Yango Bhikkhave Loke Jnana Loka Samudaya Jnana Loka Nirodha Jnana Loka Nirodha Gaminiya Patipadaya Jnana Yavojati Bhikkhave Samadhi. Okay, Kadamaja Bhikkhave Samadhi Yango Bhikkhave Loke Jnana Loka Samudaya Jnana Loka Nirodha Jnana Loka Nirodha Gaminiya Patipadaya Jnana Yavojati Bhikkhave Samadhi. Translation, follow me. And what bhikkhus is right understanding, understanding of suffering, understanding of the origin of suffering, understanding of the cessation of suffering, and understanding of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. This bhikkhu is called right understanding. Continue. Katamoja Bhikkhave Sama Singapore, Nikama Singapore, Avyavada Singapore, Avisa Singapore, Yawajadi Begaway, Sama Singapore, again, Gatamoja Begaway, Sama Singapore, Nikama Singapore, Avyavada Singapore, Avisa Singapore, Yawajadi Begaway, Sama Singapore. Translation follow me. And what bhikkhus is right thought associated with renunciation, thought associated with absence of evil, thought associated with absence of cruelty. These bhikkhus is called right thought. Continue. Katamoja bhikkhave, Samavaja, Usavada Viramani, Isunaya Vajaya, Viramani, Purusaya Vajaya, Viramani, Sambhabalabha Viramani, Yavajadi Begave, Samavaja, again, Katamaja Begave, Samavaja, Musavada Viramani, Visunaya Vajaya Viramani, Rusaya Vajaya Viramani, Sambhabalabha Viramani, Yavajadi Begave, Samavaja. Translation follow me. And what bhikkhus is right speech, abstaining from false speech, abstaining from slanderous speech, abstaining from harsh speech, abstaining from frivolous speech. These bhikkhus is called right speech. Continue. Katamoja bhikkhave, Kamma kamando, Anadipada viramani, Adinadana viramani, Amisume jajara viramani, Yawajadi bhikkhave, Samagamando. Again, Katamoja bhikkhave, Samagamando. Sadipadawi, Adinadana viramani, Amisume jajara viramani, Yawajadi bhikkhave, Samagamando. Translation. And what bhikkhus is right action, abstaining from killing beings, abstaining from taking what is not given, abstaining from sexual misconduct. This bhikkhus is called right action. The first noble truth of suffering. Second noble truth of the origin of suffering. Third noble truth of the cessation of suffering. Fourth noble truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. The first noble truth is to be understood. And the second noble truth, craving is to be abandoned. It is because so long as we do not abandon the second noble truth, so long as we do not abandon craving, there will always be dukkha. So the function to be done with regard to the second noble truth is abandoning eradication. So with regard to the third noble truth, which is nirvana, the function is realization, seeing it face to face. And the fourth noble truth is to be developed. Now in this retreat, you are developing noble truth. You are developing eightfold truths moment by moment. It is a very fortunate moment. You can get rid of craving and mental defilements. You can understand the suffering. And you can realize peacefulness by removing the mental defilements. The first noble truth is to be understood. Suffering must be understood. Second noble truth, craving, is to be abandoned. So long as we do not abandon the craving, there will always be dukkha, suffering. And the third noble truth, nirvana, is to be realized, seeing it face to face. The fourth noble truth is to be developed, making it grow, and developing is said to be two kinds. The fourth noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering, actually, or strictly speaking, is at the moment of enlightenment. The moment of enlightenment is like the results of our vipassana. In order to reach the moment of enlightenment, we have to practice vipassana. When we are practicing vipassana, we are actually developing these 8 mental factors, these 8 factors of the path. So during the time we are practicing vipassana, we are developing this path, we are developing this fourth noble truth. Our developing during that stage belongs to the mundane sphere. It is preliminary stage. We are practicing vipassana. We are developing fourth noble truth. Our developing during this stage belongs to the mundane sphere, mundane level, preliminary stage. But when the meditation is complete, at the moment of enlightenment, these 8 factors arise again together and they do their individual function and they reach culmination. They reach their highest stage at the moment of enlightenment. Only at that stage are they called the fourth noble truth. We have to have what is called preliminary stage or preliminary practice, that is vipassana. So strictly speaking, the fourth noble truth can be obtained only at the moment of enlightenment. In order to get that stage, meditator has to go through the preliminary stage, which is vipassana meditation. So during the period we are practicing vipassana, we are practicing that fourth noble truth. So these are the four functions to be done to the four noble truths. Towards the first noble truth, the function is thorough comprehension. Towards the second noble truth, the function is eradication. With regard to the third noble truth, the function is realization. With regard to the fourth noble truth, the function is development. These are the functions to be done. It is said that at the moment of enlightenment, these four functions are done simultaneously, not one after another. They are done simultaneously. So you understand the four noble truth. Now we will go to the fourth noble truth one by one. There are 8 factors in the Noble Eightfold Path. That is why it is called Eightfold Path. You all understand the 8 factors: right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. So these are the 8 factors. The first one is samadhi. The Buddha said, Katamacha bhikkhave samadhi. Yanko bhikkhave dukkha jnana, dukkha samudaya jnana, dukkha nirodha jnana, dukkha nirodha gaminiya patipadaya jnana. Eya vojjati bhikkhave samadhi. Bhikkhus, what is right view? Bhikkhus, there is such thing as knowledge of the truth of suffering, knowledge of the truth of the cause of suffering, knowledge of the truth of extinction of suffering, knowledge of the truth of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. Such knowledge is called samadhi review. So understanding of suffering, understanding of the origin of suffering, understanding the cessation of suffering, and understanding of the path that goes to the cessation of suffering. It is samadhi. In other places, right understanding may include understanding paticca samuppada, dependent origination, understanding the true nature of things, and so on. That is because right understanding can be both mundane and supramundane. Mundane right understanding consists of the understanding of the law of karma, the understanding of the true nature of mind and matter through vipassana and so on. But here in the explanation given in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, right understanding samadhi means understanding the Four Noble Truths. That is right understanding. In order to reach that right understanding, we need other kinds of right understanding. First, we need to have the belief or understanding of the law of karma. And then we need to have an understanding of the true nature of mind and matter, that they are only mind and matter. We must understand that mind and matter at every moment are arising and disappearing. So they are impermanent, they are unsatisfactory, and they are insubstantial, they are anicca, dukkha, anatta. At the moment of enlightenment, at the moment of mega, right understanding means understanding the Four Noble Truths. There are 5 types of right understanding according to the commentary to the Anguttara Nikaya. And also, Upripanasa mentioned 5 types similar to the above. So if we combine the 2 lists, we have the 6 types of right understanding: Kama Sakata Samadhi, Jhana Samadhi, Vipassana Samadhi, Mega Samadhi, Phala Samadhi, and Bijavakana Samadhi. For your general knowledge, we need to understand what is right understanding, what is Samadhi. Can you follow me? Kama Sagata Samadhi, Jhana Samadhi, Vipassana Samadhi, Mega Samadhi, Phala Samadhi, Vichavakana Samadhi. Again, Kama Sagata Samadhi, Jhana Samadhi, Vipassana Samadhi, Mega Samadhi, Phala Samadhi, Vichavakana Samadhi. So Phala Samadhi is the right understanding that accompany the 4 Phala states, which are the results of 4 noble paths. If you attain Mega, you also obtain Phala. So attainment of the understanding of the 4 noble paths is spontaneously followed by understanding of the fruition. There is nothing special to be done to attain knowledge of Phala, knowledge of fruition. In addition, Vichavakana Samadhi is self-reflection. That Vichavakana comes also spontaneously after you attain path and fruition. So no effort is needed to bring it about. So you should strive only for the first 4 types of Samadhi. You need to develop, you need to develop Kama Sakata Samadhi, Jhana Samadhi, Vipassana Samadhi, and Mega Samadhi. These 4 you should strive for to obtain. What is Kama Sakata Samadhi? That is, you believe in the law of karma, and there is resultant effect of the karma. You need to accept the law of karma and the results of that karma. Any actions is karma, and this action produce good results or bad results. Fear of evil deeds reap evil consequences. Criminals have to face for their crimes punishment, the lightest of which may be condemnation of or reproof by society. Abusive language is bound to be replied with abusive language. A stern look charged with ill will be returned with a stern or beating look. Happy smile begets a happy smile. A friendly greeting is sure to be rewarded with amiable friendliness. A well-behaved child, having acquired good education in his young days, will grow into a prosperous, successful adult. If you follow a lucrative trade or industry, it will lead to wealth and prosperity. Unprofitable endeavors such as gambling surely leads to ruin. Such instance of good or bad retribution following good actions or evil actions are within our daily experiences, very clear. Throughout the endless cycles of samsara, this law of karma prevails, good action leading to good results, evil action leading to bad consequences. As a result of evil deeds done in past existences, the person has to suffer evil consequences. He may have short span of life, various ailments, ugliness, poverty, and lack of followers in this present life. Evil actions such as stealing, torturing, stealing, robbing, lying, etc., done in this life will bear fruits in future existences. You will be reborn in inferior planes, accompanied by similar evil retribution. As a result of good deeds done in previous existences, good results come to fruition in this present life. You can enjoy longevity, free from ailments, endowed with beauty, wealth, and attended upon by many followers, avoiding evil acts of killing, torturing, stealing, robbing, and being well disposed to good deeds of generosity, help, and service to other people. You will be reborn in higher existences, enjoying the fruits of your good deeds. So good results from good action and bad results from evil acts are evident reality. Belief in this reality is Kamasakata Samadhi. That means it is right view that our own karma is our own property. This belief or this right view is not brought about by our own penetrative intuition, like the insight knowledge. It is mere acceptance of the view based on faith in the words of our parents and teachers and scripture after weighing upon evidence of known instances and their credibility. So this Samadhi review is included in the list of 10 meritorious deeds, Dana, Sila, Bhavana, etc. Giving, morality, meditation, and finally, belief or strengthening our our view, 10 meritorious deeds. So this right view is included in the list of 10 meritorious deeds and known as meritorious right view, Sucharita Samadhi. And wrong view denies existence of karma and karma results. In spite of their reality is Meja deity. Meja deity is wrong view and Samadhi is right view. You accept the reality of karma and karma results. That is Sucharita Samadhi, right view. And wrong view is it denies the reality of karma and karma results. That is wrong view. You believe karma and its results. That is right view, and that is Sucharita Samadhi. So if you have that right view forms the roots of all your good action. Based on this root, evil deeds are avoided. A simple meritorious deeds such as dana and sila, charity and morality can be performed. A samatha meditation and vipassana meditation, tranquility meditation and insight meditation can also be cultivated because you believe karma. For this reason, this right view and sila, morality, are stated to be preliminaries to the good deeds of samadhi and pinya. If you want to develop samadhi and pinya, you must have strong belief in the karma and you accept the reality of karma. The Buddha said to the monk, Bhikkhu, since you have asked for a brief teaching or meditation, which you wish to practice in solitude, I ask you to walk fast for the purifications of those dhamma which form the starting point for your development of samadhi and pinya, concentration and wisdom. And what are the preliminary requirements? They are purifying sila, purifying moral conduct, and straight view, sila and uchuka deity. And Buddha said, Bhikkhu, when you are purifying your sila and maintain a straight view, then leaning on your sila and straightening on it, You may go on to developing the 4 foundations of mindfulness in 3 modes. You contemplate on internal object, you contemplate on external object, and then you contemplate on internal and external object. From these words of the Buddha, it is obvious that Dhammasakata, Samadhi, and Sila are preliminary path, preliminary foundation, which have to be set up before you start practicing meditation. And also it is clear that for the development of Vipassana, Jhana Samadhi and Upachara Samadhi, neighborhood concentration are prerequisites to achieve the initial purifications of mind. So it is evident that in order to establish Ariya Mega, Vipassana Mega, otherwise called Bhava Mega, which is precursory to it, must be developed. Now, Mahasi Sayadaw have the kinds of 3 parts: Mula Mega, Mula part, preliminary part or Bhava Vipassana Mega part, and Ariya part. Basic part, preliminary part, and Ariya part. If you develop these 3 parts, you will reach Nirvana. Basic part, preliminary part, and Ariya part, developing them leads to Nirvana. Can you follow me? Basic part, preliminary part, Ariya part. Developing them leads to Nirvana. Basic part, preliminary part, Ariya part. Developing them leads to Nirvana. So basic part means you believe in karma and karma results. Because of this, you come to this center and you have purified sila, that is basic part. And you practice meditation continuously and diligently, that is Upavaga Vipassana part, preliminary part. And finally, you reach Ariya path. And finally, you attain Nibbana, your destination. So we will continue tomorrow. We have to stop our discourse for today by practicing Vipassana meditation, by observing every phenomena occurring at the 6 doors, by developing basic path, preliminary path, and Ariya path. May you obtain Nibbana. May you realize real peace in the very near future.